Hello everybody and welcome to episode 70 of Tombstone TV. My name is Bullet Von Awesome and I'm the voice of all things Championship Wrestling Series. Our opening contest tonight, it's a singles match set for one fall. And introducing first, representing the team of Los Bestias, Locas. These guys are the number one contenders for the CWS Men's Tag Team World Championships. They're going to face the champions at the upcoming pay-per-view event Violent Night 2 on Saturday, the 21st of December. This is Pantera Roja Dos. This is his 16th ranked singles matchup. 8 wins, 7 losses. Pantera in a feeling out process, taking on one half of the tag team champions. Here tonight, folks, we're going to have a number one contender for the tag titles taking on a champ. And next week, folks, we'll have the other half of the number one contenders taking on the other tag team champion. We're going to find out who has the advantage heading into Violent Night when we get to see Lock and Load defend the gold against Los Bestias Locas. And folks, here we have him, representing the team of Lock and Load, your current CWS Men's Tag Team Champion of the World. This guy is Bobby Locke. Bobby Locke has yet to win a singles ranked match here in CWS, folks. Primarily a tag team competitor. You rarely see one without the other. But for the benefit of the matches, folks, partners have been banned from ringside. The tag team of Lock and Load, 20 tag matches together, 11 wins, 9 losses, and here we have it, folks. A singles match between the two, and out the gates, Los Bestias Locas, Pantera Roja Dos with that clothesline, taking Bobby down in a massive splash in the corner, and he scooped him up, and my goodness, the power of Pantera Roja Dos to just power slam Bobby Locke up and down just like that. And the discus punch taking Bobby Locke flat down to the mat. The tag team champ has a lot more to do. Bobby Locke, folks, has been with us since the inception of CWS. Lock and Load debuting way back, my apologies, on the very first episode of Tombstone TV, then going by the agents. Lock and Load have taken a heck of a road to get to the top of the mountain, and here they are, folks, looking down on the rest of the teams. They're the champs, but will they manage to stay champions for long? Lock biting back here, big elbows to the midsection of Pantera Roja Dos. Pantera getting launched into the ring. Ah, big stomp there from Pantera to the guts of Bobby Locke. Oh my god, big massive slam there from Pantera, and the cover. We got the 1, we got the 2, and the shoulder up. Bobby Locke is still in this. Pantera stalking him now. Is he going to be looking for that red cross? Surely Pantera has caught him by the neck, but Bobby's got it scouted and kicks low. Bobby kicked low and scoops Pantera Roja Dos under his shoulders, and he's just dropped him snake eyes onto that top turnbuckle. Stomping Muddles in the corner. And the cover here, Bobby Locke looking for the 1. And Pantera not ready to be bested just yet. Gut punch from Pantera. And he's whipping Locke off the ropes to drop down and leapfrog. What's Pantera looking for here? That big hip toss, and he gets him over. Slamming him down, and a stomp onto the top of the head. Pantera Roja Dos now looking to pick up, and that discus punch one more time, taking him down. Massive right hands here on the apron. Bobby Lock struggling to hold on that left. And what's Pantera looking to do here? Picking him up, folks, and big back body drop onto the apron, and just like that, Bobby Lock's in a bad way. Picks him up and a choke slam outside on the floor. Surely, folks, Pantera's got it in the bag. The champ's in trouble. Pantera, he's got him. Up. And slams him down for that Red Cross. Pantera now launching Bobby back into the ring. Pantera from the top, and the elbow drop misses. Bobby Lock taking all that punishment, and somehow, someway, he's still alive in this one. He bounces the head of Pantera off that top turnbuckle. He's locked up with him, scooped him up, and this time drops him through first across the top rope. Bobby Lock finding some momentum here. What's Lock looking for? He's scooping Pantera up, and straight suplex. Bobby Lock with the suplex. Pantera Roados. And Bobby Lock now picks him up. Solo slam. We've got him, folks. We got the 1, 2, not even a 2 count of Pantera Roados. What half the number one contenders for the men's tag team championships in the world. Kicks out of it. Bobby stalking Pantera. Pantera's getting right back up, and he got him again. A second one. Back-to-back slammers. And we've got the 1. We got the 2. And Pantera gets the shoulder up. Would you believe it? Bobby Lock hits 2 of his biggest holds, slamming him down. Pantera sweeps the leg. Lock's pulling himself up and under. Up onto the apron now, and Pantera, big right hand. Bobby Lock catches the fist, gets back into the ring. But he's just walked right into it, folks. He's walked into the danger. The Red Cross from Pantera Roados. And center of the ring, the champ goes splat, and just like that, we've the 1, the 2, and 3. Pantera Roados goes 9 and 7. And Los Bestias Locos have to fancy their chances ahead of Violent Night with a pinfall victory in singles action ahead of the tag team champions. Will it be similar next week when Loco Lobo Azul takes on Tom E. Load in singles action to open episode 71 of Tombstone TV? After Los Bestias Locos being banned from ringside tonight, Pantera Roados paying homage to his partner here, Hannah Conda, getting represented on TV. She's our current women's contender, and she will be facing Wanda Curse at Violent Night also for the women's championship. And let's not forget, Prince Toro will be taking on Killian Curse at Violent Night for the light heavyweight championship, folks. Action-packed shows here at CWS. Don't go anywhere with women's tag team action coming up as we try to determine new number 1 contenders for the women's tag titles. The Dancer Sisters are on their 3rd reign with the gold. And who will they be up against, folks? We've got semi-final action coming up next as the Sunset Connection takes on the team in the First Response. Don't go anywhere. Matchup number 2 here on Tuesday night's Tombstone TV. I'm still Bullet Von Awesome, the host of All Things Championship Wrestling Series. This next bout is a women's tag team matchup, and introducing our first team, this is Sunny Bay. And this is Sandy Beach. We haven't seen the tagging in a little while, folks, but this is the Sunset Connection. These two are an experienced tag team, not to be trifled with. On your right, Sunny Bay. On the left, Sandy Beach. And these two are very, very capable and very, very talented. They are former CWS Women's Tag Team Champions. They had a 28-day reign. They defeated the team of Starshine and Tricks for the titles, and they lost those championships to the Dancer Sisters when they started their second reign, their scary reign. 168 days they held those championships. That's the third longest reign, I think, of every championship here in CWS. And here come their opponents tonight, a team who are yet to hold the gold. On your left, Nurse Deceased, and on your right, Lieutenant LaSalle. The team of the first response making their way to the ring. Nurse Deceased been with us since the beginning, since the inception of the women's roster here in CWS. Lieutenant LaSalle came a lot later. Sandy Beach was with us from the start as well. And it looks like Sunny Bay and Nurse Deceased are going to start this one off. The referee rings the bell, lock up in the center, and Sunny using her power to take Nurse Deceased down from the get-go. Dynamic Cam up in the apron here, watching. Let's get a brief interview here with Lieutenant LaSalle. Lieutenant LaSalle, what do you think that Nurse has to do to pick up the victory here tonight? A big belly-to-back German suplex would be a good start. And a dropkick to the back. And slamming the face of Sunny Bay off the flat of the mat and then tagging you in. What a prediction, Lieutenant LaSalle. What a prediction. Lieutenant LaSalle gets the tag and runs right into a dropkick here from Sunny Bay. Sandy, what do you think Sunny's got to do to pick up a victory here tonight? Pummel her. Pummel her into the ground. Wow. Pretty heavy. Lieutenant LaSalle now with the right hand over the top of the back here, and Sunny whipping LaSalle straight into the referee, who was in the wrong part of town, got caught in the crossfire. And Sunny now goes behind him. Oh, big backbreaker. And the cover, we've got the one. And Lieutenant LaSalle manages to kick out at one. Will Lieutenant LaSalle of the first response fare better than Bobby Locke did earlier? We know that a lot of these first response stablemates support each other, and Sunny with the worst crossbody from the top rope of all time. That was woeful. We'll see now. Bobby Locke, Tommy Lode, your men's tag team champions of the world. Wouldn't it be interesting if first response got the women's tag titles as well? Sunny showing her athleticism as if a make good after that botched top rope crossbody attempt. Spear from Nurse Deceased taking down Sandy Beach. Big right hand turner inside out, and a chop locked in the back of the leg. Sandy getting taken down, and the Nurse is just owning Sandy Beach right now. Targeting the leg. Look at that leg. Bending the leg here. Nurse Deceased learned how to heal. She knows how to hurt you. Long-time partner of Dr. Dermot Allergy. They run a practice together. They also team with other first responders such as Lieutenant LaSalle, Lock and Load, and who can forget Fireperson Sam, who we haven't seen in a very long time after they're going through a medical issue. We hope everyone wishes Fireperson Sam all their best with whatever they do going forward. Sunny Bay whipping Lieutenant LaSalle over the top rope and outside, and a big right hand here. LaSalle sliding shots, Donner taking her off the apron, and LaSalle hits hard. LaSalle hits hard, and there's Sunny with the stunner to Lieutenant. LaSalle's partner, Nurse Deceased, is dropped and rocked, and LaSalle with the distraction managed to snap the neck of Sunny Bay over the top rope, but got caught low, and the DDT. Sunny Bay with that crisp, clean DDT on the cover. 1, 2, 3. Nurse DC got in the ring and didn't break up the pinfall. If I was Lieutenant LaSalle, I would be furious with my partner. What the heck was all of that about? Why get in if you're not gonna try to help? Sunset Connection move on in our bracket, folks. They will wrestle again in 2 weeks' time, where we will determine the number 1 contenders for the CWS Women's Tag Team Championships of the world. And the winner of that matchup will go to face the Dancer Sisters at Violent Night 2. Tombstone TV episode 70. That's right, folks. 70 episodes of Tombstone TV. Thank you. If you watched any matchup, any show, any moment, thank you for your support. This bout is set for one fall. And making his way to the ring, the winner of the 5-man battle royal from last week's episode, Tombstone TV, head at the ring now with 12 wins, 15 losses. This is his 28th ranked singles matchup. Former light heavyweight champion. This is Mr. Eli Valentine. He's another OG roster member. He's been with us since the beginning. Eli is one of the lightest men ever to contend. And when I say contend, folks, for those of you who may not understand, the top 20 men every month get put into 10 one-on-one matches. The 10 winners go on to a 10-man battle royal style elimination matchup. Winner of that, number 1 contender. Eli won a 5-man battle royal to earn his spot in the matchup. And folks, his opponent here tonight is another former light heavyweight champion, a 2-time light heavyweight champion, in fact, former tag team champion of the world. This is Mr. Hardy By and Eli Valentine. This might be the lightest combined weight of any 2 athletes in a contender's qualification bout of all time. Winner of this one will go to the 10-man over the top rope elimination matchup, folks, on episode 72, Tombstone TV, where we will determine the new heavyweight number 1 contender for the World's Championship. The winner of that match will go to Violent Night 2, where they will take on the Brazilian Stallion, Thiago K. Oliveira, Mr. TKO himself. The man that defeated Tiernan Og to claim the World's Heavyweight Championship. He defeated Moonbeam Jr. in his first defense of that title at Eliminator 2 by making him pass out in a sleeper hold, folks. TKO is no one to be messed with. Eli Valentine and Hardy By. It's one of the biggest matches of their careers. If they can win this one and get to contenders, they have a shot. And a massive spinebuster right there, kicks on Eli Valentine with the spinebuster and a stomp across the back of the ankles here to Hardy By. And Eli feeling himself here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is pumped. Eli, imagine him versus TKO for the heavyweight championship of the world. I can barely picture it, folks, but it is actually a possibility. Eli whips Hardy into the corner, follows up with that corkscrew splash. That being said, Hardy versus TKO would be a heck of a match too, when it might still be possible as Hardy By kicks out of that pinfall at a 1 count. Eli, let's not forget, is the man that ended Hardy By's title reign at one point. My God, look at that with the top rope splash. Back of the March of Champions this year, Eli won the championship. He won multiple matches to get the opportunity, and then Eli defeated Hardy for the title. My God, a front flip to the outside, and he just took Hardy down. Eli then went on to defend the championship against Hiro Satoshi in Hiro's first championship match here in CWS, and Hiro went on to win that matchup and become the longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time here in CWS with 112 days. Actually, I'm not sure if that's even true, because Dragon Noir just held the belt for ages and I haven't checked his stats yet. So maybe it's the second longest, but one of the longest reigns of all time. Hardy, my God, just driving. Eli got down to the mat, and just like that, his head went splat, and we got a cover here. We got the 1, 2, and the shoulder up. I was just about to thank Eli for coming, but Eli got the shoulder up and looking for the special buy. Hardy connects with the special buy, and he's got the cover here. We've got a 1, 2, and Eli just kicked out of Hardy's biggest move. That second rope moonsault, and that must be it, folks. And Eli kicks out. Eli just kicked out not even a 1 count, ladies and gentlemen. Where has he found this strength, this resolve? Eli has many a night put on the biggest match of his career, his best performance, and folks, this is another one. Eli escapes the hold. Eli, the double footed drop stomp, and he's caught him. Eli's just rolled Hardy up, and we got the 1, 2, 3. Eli Valentine is going to Contenders. What a massive win there in his 28th ranked singles match. Eli defeats Hardy by... And Eli Valentine is going to Contenders. Can you believe it, folks? This man, this former light heavyweight champion contending for the world's heavyweight championship. It is a possibility. Folks, we've had 2 men from our pool of 20 enter the bout. There's 18 left. Who will face who in our next matchup here on Tombstone TV? Don't go anywhere, folks. If you want to find out just like I do, you won't go anywhere. It's a one-on-one match, and it's set for 1 fall. Entering this one first. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? It's Tommy Torque Thompson. This guy beat Bruce Manor last week on Tombstone TV to earn his spot. Folks, you might be wondering, Tommy Torque Thompson isn't towards the top of the card. How did he get into Contenders? Same with Eli Valentine. What happened there? Well, if you don't know, I'm going to explain it to you now. Violent Night is going to have the 12 matches of Christmas, and the Contenders would normally be our top 20 ranked male athletes. However, because so many matches have already been booked for Violent Night, we want our athletes to be at their peak. We don't want anyone doing double duty if they don't need to. If you have a match already at Violent Night, we've removed you from contendership this month. So, the likes of Wrencham and Motor, they're not going to be in it because they already have matches, which left vacancies. So we looked at the rankings, and people who normally might not get this opportunity based on their win-loss records, they were given the opportunity, folks. And Tommy Torque Thompson faced Bruce Manor last week, and he won, and that way he has now earned his spot in the matchup. And this is interesting, folks. I do believe this might be our first time ever on Tombstone TV. Tommy Torque Thompson's opponent is going to be none other than Marshall Harts, representing the Savage Hearts. This guy has won a Contenders matchup in the past, our 4th ever Contenders men's matchup. He went on to face Major Attraction for the CWS Heavyweight Championship of the World way back at Masquerade Brawl 1, folks, about 14 months ago or so. Marshall Harts seemingly peaked around then, folks. It was his debut month, and he won the Contenders matchup. And since then, he's not reached the same heights. Marshall would love to get into Contenders. He would love to defeat Torque tonight, win the Contenders match, and go take on TKO. A battle between the Brazilian Stallion, that MMA expert, and Marshall Harts, the practitioner of all forms of violence. That's a heck of a bout, in my opinion. But first, Marshall will have to get through the littlest reaper, Tommy Torque Thompson. Torque, a former U.S. Army veteran, a member of the motorcycle club known as the Grim Reapers. Speaking of the Grim Reapers, Wrench M and the man they call Motor lost their tag team championships to Lock and Load last month in that 3-way ladder matchup. And from the top, Tommy Torque Thompson drops the elbow across the chest. And the cover. 1. And Marshall Harts kicks out. And folks, we know that Lock and Load will be defending those tag team titles against Los Bestias Locas at Violent Night 2. And we also know that the Platinum Kings, the other team that were involved in that 3-way ladder matchup, they will be facing the Grim Reapers inside of a steel cage. No titles on the line, but pride. The Reapers injured Platinum Kid and cost him 20 weeks of his career. And the Platinum Kid would love to get the Reapers in a cage and take out his vengeance upon them, and management has booked the match on the most violent night of the year. I can't think of a more fitting showcase for a match that brutal. But we do have Ren Shem, who's former multi-time champ, and he's a former tag champ and former contenders winner. 4 contenders matches he's won. And the man they call Motor has won a contenders match. He's been the most decorated tag team champion of all time. He's won the titles with Torque and with Wrench. And the Platinum Kings, neither man has won anything in regards to titles or championships. And the Platinum King's so light. He's going to have to use his speed to his advantage. Reyes might have to do a lot of the heavy lifting in that one. I'm very excited for that matchup. Marshall just turned Torque inside out and he's scooping him up, and my god, a high angle slam outside on those thin virtual pads that protect our virtual wrestlers from the virtual concrete below. Folks, Tombstone TV every single night, every single Tuesday night, and every show is available on YouTube. Match by match, folks. Go watch him. Violent Night 2, Saturday, 21st of December. The 12 matches of Christmas. We're going to have the number 1 contender, which will be determined on episode 72 of Tombstone TV. They will be taking on TKO for the title, and Torque just leveled Marshall, and we got the 1, 2, and Marshall Hearts kicks out. The number 1 contender will take on TKO for the heavyweight championship of the world. Los Bestias Locas will take on Lock and Load for the tag team titles. And my god, look at the strength of Torque here. And oh my god, 1, 2, 3, Tommy Torque Thompson is going to contenders, and Marshall Hearts will be furious. Torque, folks, just goes 6-6 in his 12th ranked singles matchup. He picks up the dub, and Marshall Hearts in his 16th singles ranked matchup gets another loss. Tommy Torque Thompson will meet Eli Valentine on our list of contenders. Folks, out of the pool of 20, 4 have entered. There are 16 left. Who else is going to be pitted against who, and who is going to contenders in episode 72? Folks, find out with me next. Matchup number 5 here in episode 70 of Tombstone TV. This is a contenders qualification bout. With 16 men left in the pool, folks, who have we got coming down next? It's Mr. Will Richards, the former Intercontinental Champion, the longest reigning champion of any division here in CWS. Representing the rock and roll band Wild Tiger, Will Richards would love to contend for the heavyweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great news. I have been informed the reason we haven't seen Sweet Kenny Campbell or Nick Sparks recently here on CWS and on Tombstone TV is because Wild Tiger are actually back in the studio. Wildcat Kitty Richards is in and out of the studio laying down the tracks. Nick Sparks, the drums, and Sweet Kenny Campbell is adding the vocals. Will Richards has been adding the bass lines in between. They are working on some new music, folks. Absolutely fantastic to hear. Will Richards looking to become the heavyweight champion in the world as well. With 10 wins and 11 losses, this is his 22nd ranked singles matchup. And who is he up against tonight, folks? Oh my god! The former contender, the man that went on to challenge for the World Heavyweight title at Eliminator 2 in Newcastle upon Tyne in England. This man passed out in the hands of Thiago King Oliveira and would love to challenge him again. He did only have 5 days to train for his style. Moonbeam Jr. had a Cinderella story last month, folks. He won a Fatal 4-Way to get an opportunity at Contenders. He defeated Loco Lobo Azul in singles match to get into the Contenders matchup, and then eliminated Garen Noon from that Contenders matchup to become the number 1 contender for the Men's Heavyweight Championship. He went on to team with Tiernog against Garen Noon and Pete Boggs, my apologies. And they were successful in their matchup, but after the match, Garen and TKO hatched a plot and cashed in the Future Shop briefcase that TKO was in possession of, and he took the title out of the hands of Tiernog after a grueling 20-minute tag match and another 7-8 minute matchup. He defeated him. TKO became the champ of the world, And Moonbeam, all his planning, all his scouting of Tiernan went to naught. And then he was tired from wrestling so many matches back to back across the weeks of Tombstone TV. He passed out of the sleeper hold of TKO, and my God, look at that! Second rope springboard moonsault, and Moonbeam Jr. looking hyper-focused here. Folks, he's representing the team of the Cosmic Alliance. He's got 5 wins, 6 losses. Never held a championship here in CWS, but he has been a contender for the World's Championship. Another original roster member. Look at that with a standing moonsault, and we got a 1, 2, not even 2 count here as Will Richards gets the shoulders off the mat, and the referee is forced to break the count. There's head crank here from Moonbeam Jr., who looks laser focused on picking up a victory here tonight, folks, and going back to back at contenders, it would seem. Look at the athleticism of the Moonbeam Jr. to launch himself over the top rope and outside line perfectly and gracefully on the floor. That has received 10 points for this Irish judge. And this armbar wrenching, and my goodness, Moonbeam put on the heck of a showing. Look at that, the corkscrew. He just hit him with the corkscrew cross body. He has put on showing after showing. I think that all started at Survivor Slam 2 in that matchup. He put on a heck of a showing in that Survivors matchup. That a traditional Survivor Slam match. He was unsuccessful, but he was the star of the match for his team. And since then, he's gone from strength to strength. It's as if Moonbeam Jr. has really found himself. He's got the single leg Boston Crab latched in, but the rest count up to 6. Both men are going to have to get back into the ring or they're going to get counted out. Moonbeam launched back inside by Will. And what's the referee? And Moonbeam distracted. Will just clobbered the ref. How is this legal? Both men have just had physicality with the referee, but at ref's discretion, I guess. Ref's not disqualified anyone. That head scissors, that airplane spin thing. And there we go, folks. He went for the shooting star. And Will Richards scouted it, evaded it, and a clubbing blow across the back, and a kick to the lower back of Moonbeam. And Will Richards has him, folks. He thinks he's got him. Look at this. The rock and roll Yoranagi. And we got a 1. And a kick out of 1. Will Richards was not expecting Junior to kick out of 1. That's his big finish. He thought he was done. Look at these clubbing blows across the back of the head. Richards. Moonbeam Jr. Vying for an opportunity here at Contenders. And folks, if you have to fancy your chances at Contenders this month, there's so many that will be in the match. Oh, top rope crossbody. Wouldn't the usual heavyweight hitters. It's a good opportunity, folks, for everyone. We already have Tommy Torque Thompson and Eli Valentine in the matchup. Who is going to take the 3rd of 10 spots? Will it be Will Richards or will it be Moonbeam Jr.? Richards rolling through with that rock and roll Yoranagi again, and that might be it, folks. Junior, 1, 2, 3. Moonbeam Jr. has lost his last 3 successive matches, folks. He went from a winning streak to a losing streak. Junior's gonna have to reset, refocus, and recharge. But in his 22nd ranked singles match, Will Richards picks up the victory, and Richards has booked his spot in Contenders 17 on episode 72. Folks, Eli Valentine, Tommy Torque Thompson, and Will Richards have booked their spaces in that matchup. Who else is going to be in it? There's 14 men left in the pool. Find out with me who's going to be in the semi-main event at Tombstone TV. That match is coming up right here next. About our 4th one of the night, our 4th one of the month, and who is looking to contend for the heavyweight championship, folks. 14 men left in the pool. And now, Fabian Niels, his name might get etched onto this list, folks. Fabian Niels with 8 wins and 9 losses. This is his 18th ranked singles matchup in the company. He's also one half of a tag team known as Hammer and Nails. He's a former Intercontinental Champion and a former Light Heavyweight Champion. Fabian would love to add Heavyweight Champion to the list, folks. Fabian Nils was on the very first episode of Tombstone TV. Can you believe it, folks? He is an OG roster member. He's been around for a very, very long time, and he would love to contend at the heavyweight level. To do that, he's going to have to go through his opponent here tonight, folks. Go to the contenders match, win the contenders match, and then go to face the Brazilian Stallion TKO at Violent Night 2. Who's his opponent? It's Big Ben! Big Ben, the Tower of London, with 8 wins and 8 losses in his 17th ranked singles matchup since arriving on the scene in CWS, which again, folks, was way back when. Big Ben main evented our very first episode of Tombstone TV, where he went up against Carlos Reyes, and Big Ben picked up the victory that night. Big Ben, one half the team, big and tall, the longest reigning men's tag team champions of all time, with 142 days as champions. Big Ben would like to refocus on his singles career right now while the odds are in his favor. His ranking has turned good and he is towards the top of the card again. Big Ben, if he can get through Fabian tonight, he'll etch his name on the list of men going to Contender 17 at episode 72 Tombstone TV. And Big Ben, look at the athleticism of the giant Englishman, taking him down with that crucifix and whipping Fabian off the ropes to drop down. And watch for this leapfrog out of Big Ben, and a running knee to the midsection, and Fabian got turned inside out and stomp across the back here. Big Ben is ready with the discus punch. His future is in his own hands, ladies and gentlemen. The Tower of London is not ready to fall, but he is ready to lift and slam Fabian to the floor, and the refs here for the count. We got the 1, 2, and just a 2. Big Ben has a bit more to do if he wants to put this decorated competitor, Fabian Nils, is not to be sniffed at. He is well capable, but this is a very difficult matchup for Fabian, who usually goes up against men of equal to lower size than his. Big Ben very rarely goes up against men his own size, since there are so few, of course. And Big Ben now eating some elbows to the midsection. Fabian fighting back with that agility. Point of the elbow driven straight to the sternum, but Ben manages to push him off, but eats a big right hand. And now Fabian, oh, is he looking for the nail gun? But Big Ben used his hips, and those hips don't lie. He just launched Fabian into the Violent Night barricade, that advertisement for the upcoming pay-per-view. And my God, using the barricades as a weapon. Now Big Ben in the ring, giving the thumbs up to the crowd, telling them that he has this in the bag. Fabian on the outside, resting on his laurels, maybe catching a breath here on the barricade. Fabian needs to get back into the ring. The refs count up to 8 already. Slides back in before the count of 9. Fabian thinks he's ready, and he's picking him up. And Fabian right there now, God. He just dropped Big Ben on the top of his head, and Fabian won. My God, folks. This is the same Fabian Nils that defeated Dr. Dermot Allergy with that nail gun last week on Tombstone TV. And he goes for a somersault flip to the outside, but Big Ben scouts it, slides in, and Fabian lands hard on his lower back. Fabian psyching himself back up, and now Big Ben, the man to go out and give chase. And the right hand to the midsection here, and he goes for a second one, but Fabian evades. An overhand on our right, and now Fabian has Big Ben on the barricade. The story of this matchup, folks, seems to be who can hurt the other one. This isn't about wrestling holes. This is about dropping people on that barricade, preparing themselves potentially here for Violent Night. But folks, I think both men are getting ahead of themselves here. You have to get through this matchup and then through contenders before you get to Violent Night, guys. It's a bit premature to be focusing on these heinous acts of violence. Big Ben back to his feet. Big Ben, who's been curiously, he's been counted out on many occasions here since arriving in CWS, and it's interesting. He doesn't seem to mind taking those losses. It's happened on a few occasions where other athletes would charge back into the ring. Big Ben has taken the counter loss. which is unusual for someone who has so much promise, so much potential, who could be the heavyweight world's champion at a moment's notice. Big Ben is so big, so powerful, and he's up again for another nail gun. And although he's big, and although he's powerful, he just got dropped on his big, powerful head. And Fabian's making a name for himself here, folks. Fabian Mills is going to Contenders. He just pinned Big Ben. He just pinned Big Ben, and now Fabian Mills goes 9-9 and picked up victory in his 18th ranked singles matchup. Fabian joins Will Richards, Tommy, Torque, Thompson, and Eli Valentine. Folks, we're 40% full in that matchup, and it's the most unusual lineup for a Contenders matchup that I can remember, and I've seen them all. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your semi-main event at Tombstone TV episode 7. You don't go anywhere because the main event's coming up right now. 12 men left in the pool. This year, ladies and gentlemen, Mo Money only joined us at CWS for season 2. And here he is, 14 ranked singles matches in, making his way to the ring here for the main event, looking to vie for an opportunity potentially to become the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship of the world. This guy was hired as a predominantly not a singles wrestler. He was supposed to be a tag team star, but this guy had a breakout solo career. His tag partner, which is also his husband and his life partner, Chase Money, has been incredibly supportive of Mo and his solo dreams. They're still a team, still a unit, but Mo Money has the chance to make Mo Money at the top of the card here, folks, if he can get the heavyweight championship around his waist. What a debut year it would be. Who is Mo up against here tonight in the main event, folks? We have 11 men left in our pool of 20 athletes. Who is Mo up against? And ladies and gentlemen, look at this, the inaugural CWS Heavyweight World Champion. This is Major Attraction. He is headed to the ring with 17 wins and 4 losses. His 22nd ranked singles matchup. Major Attraction versus Mo Money is going to be a heck of a bout. And folks, Mo Money looks up to Major Attraction. He has been quoted as saying Major Attraction is one of his favorite wrestlers of all time. So this is very interesting. Let's see how Mo gets on in this matchup against his idol. Mo Money, Major Attraction, winner this will go to Contenders. And folks, I can let you know now as well that out of the 10 Contenders matches, the winners will move on to the Contenders match. We know that. But the 10 losers, they will face each other on episode 72 Tombstone TV, folks, in 5 singles matches where we will determine the 5 men going to Survivor. Sidewalk Slam! We got a 1! And Major gets the shoulder up. That's right, folks. The 10 men who lose Contenders bouts will go this month to see Major boot out the gates. They will compete against each other, folks, for an opportunity to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. We will have a 5-man elimination match at Violet Night 2, where we determine the following month's Intercontinental #1 contender. And folks, that bout will eventually happen at Stadium Royale 2 in January. Major boot again, and Major Attraction not taking any prisoners in this one. Off the ropes, and that Major leg drop, and my gosh, is he going to end it already? Mo had one big move at the start of the matchup, and since then it's been all Attraction. He's hit the greatest hits on a kid that looked up to him. You'd think Mo would have had all of this scouted. Massive scoop, slam, and Major with the cover. 1, and Mo kicks out at 1. Mo just kicked out of Major Attraction's offense at our 1 count. Major's locking up with him, whips him off the ropes. No, and he lands into the corner hard. And Mo with the big boots up into the face of Major Attraction. turns him inside out and wraps the back of his head with a clothesline. And now Mo with the cover of Major. He's got a 1. And Major kicking out yet again on the count of 1. Mo Money now banging the head. A major retraction off the plat of that mat, and Major is in a bad way. Mo unloading furious punches onto the face here. Major retraction and that run. He looks for the Mo kick. He looked for that Mo Money kick. Yeah, my God, Major whips him this time off the ropes. He dropped down and he goes for the Major poop, but missed it. He missed it. Major whipping Mo over the top rope and a big right hand to the apron. A second, and it goes for the third right hand, but Mo catches it. Elbow over the top rope and in the face. Whips him into the corner and the big. Oh, goes for the running splash in the corner, but Mo had that one scouted, and now he's snapped in. This is down on stretch. And Major arm drags Mo out of it. That, well, more of a hip toss, really. Axes across the back, and Mo gets caught. Surely Major Attraction is one major power bomb or one major clothesline away from victory here. What's Major Attraction looking for here? Climbing up to the top rope. Surely not, folks. Not like this. Not like this. The major power bomb from the top, and Mo just at it. That's a mark of respect, folks. Major had to go to the top to hit the move to ensure he'd get the victory. Major Attraction picking up the win here tonight in his 22nd ranked singles matchup. Mo goes 7-7 with that loss, but folks, Major puts his name on the list of men going to contenders. And right now, folks, you'd have to think that Major Attraction is a strong favorite with experience, main event, heavyweight championship matches on his side. Remember, Major Attraction is yet to win a contenders matchup. Will Contenders 17 be the night that it happens? And folks, this is not the end of Mo's championship path. The 10 men that have lost contenders qualification bouts over this week and next, they will face each other, folks, in singles matches, and the winning 5 will go to that Survivors match at Violet Night, and the winner of that matchup will go to Stadium Royale 2 to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Folks, thank you for joining me here tonight on episode 70 of Tombstone TV. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Leave your dream matches in the comment section down below. Let me know which CWS superstars, these virtual wrestlers, you like. Who do you not like? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay class, stay decent, and I hope to see you here for episode 71 Tombstone TV next week, folks, where we will have Force Awakens taking on Starshine and Trix in a women's tag team semi-final matchup. Loco Lobo Zoo will face Tom E. Load, one half of the tag champs, up against one half of the number 1 contenders. And folks, then the 10 men left in the contenders pool will have 5 singles matches. These names include Daryl Walker, Rocky Beach, Travis the Savage Sanchez, Cara Del Diablo, Hero Satoshi, Lord and Xavier, Zachary Evans, Blacklight Parker, St. James, and Moonbeam Originales. Folks, there are 5 spots left in that matchup. There are 5 slots left then to be filled for episode 72 to determine the number 1, the 5 Survivors candidates for Violet Night as well. Folks, CWS is where the action is. It's where real virtual wrestlers really virtually wrestle. Thank you for joining me, and good night.